If you're building a competition rifle right now, the hardest part may not be finding those good quality components for your system, but it's probably deciding which of those products to go with. There's a lot of top-notch options available today. Figuring out what actually matters and what you need can be pretty overwhelming. Welcome to the Cadre Training YouTube channel. My name is Eric. I am one of the precision rifle instructors here. In this video, I want to walk you through my current PRS competition rifle that I have set up for this season. Not just what it is, but how it has evolved over time, why I chose the components I did, and what you should be thinking about when you're trying to build something similar to this. This is not a new build. It's in its third configuration. The only thing that's remained constant on this setup has been the action, the trigger, and the cartridge that I've been shooting. Everything else has changed every time as the rifle has evolved. But before I talk about the current setup, I want to give you a little background on how I ended up here with this rifle in its current form. About 3 years ago, I ordered this Defiance Ruckus as well as another one for my hunting rifle. I wanted both rifles to shoot and feel similar, and I chose Defiance Machine because of their nothing but positive reputation. And I honestly just wanted to see what all the hype was about. Both actions have performed remarkably. They're awesome. This one originally started on a instructor/trainer setup. It's had two previous barrels, both chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor, both M40 contours, and both were sitting in a KRG Whiskey 3 with the enclosed forend. The first barrel had to come off early and was replaced with the barline prefit, which was the configuration previous to where it sits now. After about 2,000 rounds down that barrel, I started seeing some accuracy degradation, and that was pretty much all of the motivation that I needed to start changing some things around. Based on how this action has performed so far, I thought it was best just to continue using it. Kind of could save money, and I could just keep building around this, which is a proven component on this system. All I did was I took a other 6.5mm barrel that still had some life left on it. It was sitting on a different action. Took it off that. I had it chambered for this Defiance Ruckus Tactical and dropped it into this Manners TCS stock. All of the barrel work was done by Mark Sule over at Spartan Precision Rifles. For those that don't know, I have worked with several precision rifle builders over the years. I've had mixed results with them. It can be frustrating, but it is what it is. But since Mark has been cutting barrels for me, I honestly have not had to worry about that whatsoever. His product has always been amazing. Every barrel he's ever built for me has been the most accurate barrel I've shot. But beyond being the GOAT of the rifle builders, Mark is also just a solid dude. He genuinely cares about the work he does and doing things the right way, and it really, really shows. If you're looking for a rifle builder, I would absolutely encourage you to check out Spartan Precision Rifles. So let's get into configuration that I'll be running for this season. Starting with the action, which is really the heart of the rifle. This one here is a Defiance Ruckus Tactical short action. After 4,000 rounds, what really stands out about these actions is how well built they are. The bolt is extremely smooth. The action feels solid and well machined. Not a lot of slop. It's just awesome. Tolerances are tight where they need to be. Cycles smoothly. Doesn't bind, anything like that. Feeds and extracts perfectly. Spent brass just nicely lands in a pile next to me. It's an awesome action. The finish is obviously worn in a little bit, but tools not jewels, gents. So run your stuff. That's the only way you know if it works, right? So one of the biggest benefits of the Ruckus is the ability to use prefits. And if you shoot a lot, burn through barrels, having access to prefits saves time and money. If you're going to be shooting a lot, that might be worthwhile to you. When ordering Defiance actions, you can also choose from a number of different options. Bolt throw options, bolt knobs, shrouds, top rails. They have a bunch of different options for whatever configuration you might need. Whether you're looking at a classic, Ruckus, Deviant, or even the new Deviant comp. I just received my Anti-X. It's right up there. It's my NRL hunting rifle for this year. Regardless of which model you choose, the ability to configure the action to your needs is a big advantage. Every part on these actions is built to a pretty high standard. Next is the barrel. If the action is the heart of the rifle, the barrel's got to be the soul. This barrel is another Bartline M40 contour, 26 inches, and it's a 7.5 twist. It has roughly 1,600 rounds through it. Shoots really well still, so I'm still just going with it. But once this barrel is finished, I will be changing calibers to 25 Creedmoor just to try something different. I mentioned 6.5 Creed for a pretty long time, and I think 25 Creed might be something pretty fun to try. For PRS style competition, barrels like the M40 Contour or the MTU, in my opinion, work really well. They help weigh down the rifle with all the additional mass. That really gives you kind of a better feel balance-wise when you're shooting positions. Helps tame the recoil a little bit too. Also, the thickness of the metal helps keep the barrel cool, so your impacts are not shifting during those high strings of fire in PRS competitions. Now, there are a lot of excellent barrel manufacturers out there, and I'm not here to tell you which one to choose. I have had really good luck with every Bartline barrel I've ever got, but I've also shot proof with really good results. I have a Krieger barrel in my NRL gun. So far, it's awesome. I also have another Krieger in my AR. That's also awesome. So really, you just have to figure out what you want and what makes the most sense to you. So at the muzzle here, have a Thunderbeast Dominus, the Area 419 mount. It is my favorite can I've ever used. One of the great things about Dominus is how well it performs for how compact it is. It's not very cumbersome. It doesn't add to the balance of your rifle at all. It has really good sound reduction. The recoil impulse is very soft. The suppressor is covered by a Armageddon gear suppressor cover. Helps block the mirage, does a pretty good job at that, and it doesn't let you burn your hands on the can. The other end of the barrel action is the trigger. This is a Trigger Tech Diamond. I've tried this, the special, the 2-stage. They all feel awesome. They have very crisp brakes. The single stage has no creep whatsoever. The double stage is a very predictable and smooth first stage. It's awesome. So moving on to the stock, or the backbone of the system. My barreled action is sitting in a Manners TCS stock. This stock is fully weighted by this Arca rail here. What you go with, stock versus chassis, that is going to be dependent on you. Chassis is a little bit more adjustable and friendlier to shoot with, say if you have multiple shooters, say in a training environment. Stocks are generally less adjustable, but they feel to me a little bit better. That's why I went with the stock. I still love chassis. I have a few of them. I love KRG. They're awesome. I'm going to have more of them. But I wanted a stock for my competition rifle just because I love shooting off of the stock. It dampens the recoil. It just feels really good. And this Manners TCS is about as adjustable as I need it to be. I can just length the pole, where this butt pad sits, comb height, whole 9 yards. Up top, I am running a Tangent Theta 525 by 56 Professional. It's got the Gen 3 XR fine reticle, and it's sitting in arc and brace rings, medium height. This optic draws a lot of attention, get a lot of questions about it. Mostly being, is it worth it? Well, I can't really answer that question for you. It kind of depends on what you're looking for and how much money you have to spend. What I can say is that the glass clarity on this is absolutely excellent. Crystal clear in all lighting conditions. The reticle is one of my favorite reticles. The turrets are super positive. Very loud, tactile turrets. They're toolless, so I can float them without any tools. They're just awesome. The scope is awesome. Don't know if it's worth it or not. Can't answer that. On the other side of the optic sits my Flatline Ops Halo X, just like Phil's. They are, in my opinion, the best levels. So they're really easy to read, super easy to install, and they're pretty sensitive. So they're just right there letting you know, okay, I'm canted. I need to fix it. My front support is handled with these MDT double poles. They are awesome, game-changing bipods. They're super stable. They're really adaptable. I recommend the double poles for PRS NRL style competitions. MDT also offers a triple pole that might be useful in some scenarios, NRL hunter-wise, or just in the field hunting. But I think you can get away with the double poles for PRS and stuff like that. In terms of use, this action has seen roughly 4,500 rounds in total, with about 250 rounds in this current configuration. I have had zero issues with this, no extractor issues, no ejector issues, no triggers coming out, nothing like that. Everything has functioned flawlessly, and it's agreed with every barrel I've put on it. I have recently journeyed into hand loading, and that has significantly increased this rifle's capability. One of the better 100-yard groups that this rifle has produced has measured 0.241 inches. It was 5 shots. The muzzle velocity was like 2680. I took the rifle as distance, and I was consistently impacting targets at 1,300 yards. If you'd be interested in seeing my process reloading-wise, I'd be happy to do content on that. Just let me know in the comments, guys. So that is my competition rifle that I'm using for this season. I'm not saying it's the only way to do it. This setup just works for me right now, and it is likely to change. There's a lot of great options available, which is what makes the component selections harder than ever. This configuration just reflects what's worked for me and the components that I trust. At the end of the day, you as a shooter has to decide what features you need from your action, your stock, all that stuff. And then I recommend doing a bunch of research and trying to get out to a match to see if someone in your squad has something you're looking at, or sign up for one of our courses at the Cadre Training. Most of the guys in this industry are super approachable, awesome dudes. We'll let you try their stuff so you don't have to just spend a bunch of money to see if something doesn't work for you. A great resource to also check out is the Cadre Training YouTube channel. We do have a precision rifle components webinar up. That'll be a great place to see some more ideas. So please let me know in the comments what you guys want to see with this rifle, or really any rifle. I'm looking to do more content in general. So if you guys give me some ideas of what you're looking for, some questions you have, what information I can give you guys, just let me know in the comments or just hit me up directly. Thank you for watching and stay safe.